Good morning. Going to tell you a story. A story why I became what I am at this moment. And where I stand. So, let's start with the beginning. I had a wife for almost 10 years. I was married to her. So, then we had some kids. I have 2 kids. I'm divorced now. And one kid is living with me. The other kid is living with mom. So my blue-pilled time, if you want to call it that way, I was walking and working my ass off to provide. After we had kids, the relation changed. It's very normal within relationships. Only my relationship wasn't that normal. So my ex has some narcissistic traits. So it was very hard for me because I'm high sensitive. And I was scared of breaking away. Because the only love left was my kids. My kids love me. I know that. And it was very difficult to break away because I didn't know what to expect. And I was used to have some company around me. I didn't learn to be alone. Before my relation, I could very well be alone, because I went to forests and nature reserves on myself and walked all days, and got on a bicycle and cycled all days on myself, with no cell phone. With only maps with me, so I would know where to go, and that's what I did my whole life. And then within the relationships, all the things that I did gone away. All the things I did it myself. I did it myself in conjunction with the other. So. Only I am accountable. So, I changed what I did. So I divorced. And during the divorce, I was searching to fill the hole in me. And there was another lady. And that other lady. That other lady was very kind in the beginning, and all the things I missed in my marriage I could do easily over with her, but only to find out that there was in this woman, this next woman, was planted a seed of destruction within her. So the seed of destruction nearly killed myself. There was nothing left of me out of my marriage. I was some hollow person without anything left I didn't know even who I was and what I am. Philosophically, you can say, can you know? Well, in a certain extent you can, and in a certain extent you cannot. It's knowing the it's knowing the total of it. That's wisdom. So then I went my own way after this second one, because in that time I am from another another history, a time where when people got together, they don't fool around. They didn't eat by the next neighbor. And in this day of age, if you want to go with someone, then they will have more boyfriends, and a lot of men will have a lot of sex partners. So it is a rare commodity these days to have only one. And you can ask yourself, are we monogamous animals? No, I don't think so. We are not. But then again, you can choose. And when you choose, you can choose to whatever you want. Say the choice, make the choice, and do the choice. So that's what I think about this. So I'm more relaxed now, a lot more relaxed. I've found purpose again. I found my tranquility again. That's what I had before I was married. So that's a good thing. And one of the things I am going to do is I sold the old house with my ex. So it was a relative big house. It's newly built, if you could say so, with the latest norms. And Dutch norms are high. So it's a good isolated house and so on, with the best windows and glass and that kind of things you can have. So I sold it and made some money of it. And now I'm going to invest it back. And not in an expensive house, no. I'm buying a cheap house in the east of the Netherlands. So it's a bit windier. We'll go into the forest. So I'm going to move to the east of the Netherlands and have a small place, and it's near the forest, so that's what I like. So I can go into the forest, from out of my house, across the street, and then I'm in the forest. And I'm going to make that my own place, a tranquil place with lots of green. And that's very, for me, it's important. It's important. And when you move to another place, you have to look very careful, because some places are expensive and some places are more cheap. So to go to an area where it's more cheap, you have to find out. It's not that hard. Make the choice and make the step and do it. So you can search it up on different websites, real estate what it costs. And create your own place, your own humble place. And then work, yes. I've worked my whole life in healthcare industry, if you would call it an industry. In a certain sense it is. I work with mentally disabled people with severe behavioral problems. So that's what I do, and that's what I can. And I'm also a coach. So I coach new people on fishing, and I coach new people on how to become a pro at work. So I help them with all those things, because whenever you start, it's always a bit difficult. So getting help is a good thing to do. Even a coach needs a coach. So it's important to develop. Well, and at this moment I have some free time and walking around and enjoying the surroundings. They made it here for kids. You can, or you can get your gym suit on and do some exercises here if you want. I like to walk. So that was in essence my story from divorce till now. And what am I building at this moment? I'm going to work in the same work field, because that's what I like to do. And I will be an entrepreneur. So people can hire me to go to the groups and coach them, or I will work on the groups. So that's what I do. And at the same time, I'm going to write and blog and vlog about high sensitivity, about being a monk, a nature monk, if you want to call it that way. I'm going to talk about a lot of different kind of subjects. So if you have some requests, I can talk about that. So within this all, to stand somewhere, to foresee and to go somewhere, it's a difficult thing to do. It's one difficult thing to do. I know a lot of men who are married and staying in this marriage while the marriage is not good, while they have very hard times, or there isn't any love, or there are horrible situations. So it takes a lot of gut to do it and to go through it. I say it in rest now, but man, I went through some hard shit, if you want to say so. So I had to break down a lot of ideas about life, about circumstances, about the reality of feminism at this moment, the reality of woman, nature, and the reality of man, nature. Because the way I was taught to be in a relationship wasn't a good way. So, and at the same time, I like to be on myself. So I chose a path out of fear, instead of out of what is good for me and what is near me. And then I can, at the same time, if I hadn't, if I didn't walk the path that I walked, then I wasn't here. Wasn't at this moment in time being who I am. Well, with my kid, I had to make some choices. He's 13, and if I want to go to some places, there has to be a school nearby. So I had to make some choices. I could live even more rural than I'm living now. Even more farther away from cities, villages. But then, again, the problem is, he has to ride his bicycle to work, to school, sorry, for about 3/4 of an hour. So I made the choice to live in a village at the very edge and near a forest. So in that village where we're going to live, there are schools, so we can go there. So choices, make rational decisions, and make some decisions based on what you feel with rationality. So both. It's a good thing to do. Then my next steps in life will be making more content, making videos, talking about different subjects in life, and that will be my next step. Going to walk back to my home. It's from here. It's 1 hour walk. 1 hour walk to walk home. So I do a lot of hiking, evening hikes, day hikes, night hikes. So that's what I do a lot. It's good to use that to feel better and to get a clear head. It's very, very important to do. And some people don't like to hike. No, don't hike. Take a bike or go to the gym or whatever you like to do. But some exercise is good for you because it makes you feel better. Am I there yet? In the whole process? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm doing, and I'm on a path. What I see is good for me, and that's good to do. When you follow your own path, and your own routes, and your own things, and you do your own shit, and you're happy with it. That's a good thing to do. And why it's good? Because your inner compass is the same as your inner compass is the same as the world you see around you. So you match what is within with the circumstances you're in, out of yourself. I don't know if I say that good, but I try. Did you see that? Look, a buzzard. Yeah. So try, and do. Go. And if I may advise you, take a hike. Bye.